In commemoration of Women's Month, young emerging female farmers are encouraged to enter the agricultural sector. MEC for Agriculture and Rural Development Vuyiswa Ramakgopa says, despite the significant challenges faced by small-scale farmers, the agriculture sector still presents substantial opportunity for women to break through barriers and make their mark. Ramakgopa says collaboration with key stakeholders is a critical component in women accessing the commercial space.
Women have such a critical role to play in our sector, and one of our core focus areas as the Gauteng Department of Agriculture and Rural Development is commercialization. In other words, we're saying, this thing of emerging farmers being emerging forever, it must stop. At some point, we must be able to say, we started with 10% of the market being women or black women owned, and we need to be able to progress that to 30% and so on and so forth, if not more. And so to do that, you need to be able to address some of the big issues like market access challenges. I mean, even if you look at some of our big fresh produce markets, what a lot of smaller farmers struggle with is the scale, the ability to actually deliver at scale. And so, we're encouraging aggregation. We're saying where there are collectives or cooperatives of farmers, particularly women, because we do that so well. I'm saying the Stockfell, the spinach. Let's not only do Stockfell's study school uniform. And I'm saying, think of it as a kind of a Stockfell approach and saying, if we bring our collective, a harvest together, then generate economies of scale and be able to supply into the bigger retailers.
Through the She Feeds the World initiative, PepsiCo says it wants women to be at the forefront of agribusiness. PepsiCo Agronomy Director Anthony Villion says the initiative will empower small-scale female farmers to overcome barriers by leveraging the educational support they receive to advance their businesses into the international market.
The She Feeds the World program is something that we've partnered with an entity with. We are going to take those learnings that we've seen in other countries. The benefit here is we've got a large multinational approach to this in terms of how do we bring significant change to women in agriculture. Those learnings and we change and implement that to countries where the relevant change is required. So in South Africa specifically, there's a lot of barriers to entry for women in agriculture. We need to go and understand what those barriers look like and utilize all of our partners as well as the scale that we've got as a business to help overcome those barriers.
Godiso Development Fund Head of Agribusiness, Tsegofato Selepe says funding is available for small-scale farmers. Selepe says the agriculture sector is in dire need of women collaborators.
We need to leverage off each other. There's always a farmer that knows better or a farmer that has experienced the challenge that you're currently facing. So we always encourage our farmers to, establish stakeholder relationships. With the input suppliers, with their off-takers, with funders and everyone, as well as the farmers in the area, because should you run into trouble, it's your next door neighbor farmer that will assist you.
Selepe says women need to disrupt the sector in order to have economic transformation for the next generation. Nontsikelelo Mthabela, SABC News, Johannesburg.